Hello, it's me, Sweetie, and thank you for being here for another video. You know, as the year is coming to an end here, I'm thinking back, and we've been through a lot. We're worse for the wear, we've gone through so many things, and you know what else is worse for wear? This pair of shoes! Yes, these are the very first pair of Lolita shoes I ever purchased. These are a pair of boots from Baby the Stars Shine Bright. I got them used on Lace Market, and when they came to me, they were already pretty well loved, I guess you could say, but throughout the years that I've owned them, lent them out, let people borrow them, they've definitely acquired some new scuffs and damages. For instance, here you can see on the toe, there's quite a bit of damage here. Around the back, there's just generally stains and scuffs, and the actual sole of the shoe is coming off. So yeah, these babies definitely need some attention, or they're gonna have to go in the trash. So basically my option with these guys here is to either sell them, which I don't want to give these essentially unwearable shoes to somebody else, throw them away, which, I mean, I paid for these. I want to get good value out of them and I don't want to make waste, or I could refurbish them. So that's what I'm going to be doing today with this pair of shoes. I'm going to be fixing them up, giving them some new life, and hopefully I can continue to wear them for years to come. Now, as in my kawaii knitting video, which I will link up above for you guys, I must also express again that I am not a professional shoe repair woman. I am not going to be doing this in a polished professional way at all. I'm going to be using super glue. I'm going to be using nail polish, and that's just the level that I'm at. I think in this current pandemic situation, not a lot of us have extra money to go take our Lolita shoes to a shoe repair place and have them professionally fixed up, so this could be a great option if some of your Lolita shoes are looking worse for the wear and you don't want to pay that cost to get them professionally fixed. So, with that being said, let's get right into it. So first things first, I really just want to wipe these guys down and try to get off some of the darker stains and scuffs that are on here. As I showed you earlier here, we've got some marks on the heel and some darker spots here along the toe. It's pretty much about the same with this other guy. So what I'm going to be doing is taking some 70% isopropyl alcohol and a soft microfiber towel, and I'm just going to give these shoes a quick rub down and see if I can remove some of those small stains. Alright, well that worked quite well actually. That dark scuff mark that was on the back here came off quite easily, and they just look less dingy in general, so I'm really happy with how that worked out. And now I'm going to move on to taking care of the issue of the soles of these shoes being about ready to pop off. See, we've got some pretty decent space between there, and then I think this one over here is the one. Yeah, look at that. Pretty well detached from the bottom of the boot there. So what I'm going to be using to hopefully reattach the soles for a little bit longer is just some generic super glue that I got at Target. This is not like specifically made for shoes or anything. I know they do actually make specific glue that is for soles of shoes, but I couldn't be bothered to get my hands on any, and this is just what I already had on hand. And since we are trying to save money here, I'm gonna go with this. So what I'm going to do is basically just like peel apart the areas where it's already like coming loose, and this has like a little nozzle on it, so I'm just going to squeeze it in, and then I'm just going to press the sole of the shoe as hard as my little muscles can into the bottom of the boot while it cures a little bit. Now I believe this doesn't fully cure until probably like a full 24 hours after it's applied, but it should dry quick enough that we can continue to work with the boot after I apply this and it shouldn't be a problem. I think the glue has probably cured enough that I'm not afraid to start working with the rest of the shoe, but as you can see, there's still a little bit of a gap right here, and I think that's just because the glue I used isn't quite strong enough to hold that like bend right there, really close up in there. But the big gap that was here along the sole of the shoe is nice and closed up, and I'm definitely less afraid that the soles are just gonna pop right off the next time I try to wear these out. So now comes the fun part. I am going to go in and touch up all of the bare spots where the leather has worn away, where there's darker scuffs that I couldn't get out with the alcohol, with some white nail polish. Now, I didn't pick any nail polish in particular for any reason, though this does say extreme wear, so hopefully this does an extremely good job. And I think that the white might be a little bit brighter than the shoe, I'm not sure. But I mean, even if it's not an exact match, I think it'll probably be better than having these like very obvious like ivory colored patches all over the shoe. So I'm just going to take this nail polish and with a very light hand apply it over the patches that are worn away on the shoes. I'm gonna let it dry. I don't know if I'll need to do a couple layers on any spots that are exceptionally deep, and then I'm going to go in with a clear coat. This is just one that I had on hand from doing my own nails. This is the Sally Hansen No Chip Top Coat, and this is actually also Sally Hansen, so I've got Sally on the job here. And I think this will probably make the most difference in how the shoes look when I'm wearing them, so I'm excited to see a before and after. Okay, I've touched up all the worn away little patches and I think it looks pretty okay. Like I said, the white doesn't match exactly, but I mean, I think it looks better than the worn away like ivory patches underneath, the dark smudges that were there, so I'm really happy with how this refurbishment turned out. I'm really glad the shoes turned out like how I was hoping they would. I'm really glad that I can continue to get more value out of these shoes, and if you have some pieces in your closet that are not what they used to be, maybe give it a try yourself and see if you can get a few more years out of the items that you have. Well, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on my channel. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. But I'm going to head out and enjoy the rest of my day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!